Welcome back to my playthrough of Crosscode. Last time we talked a lot about the combat in this game and kept exploring Autumn's Rise, trying to complete side quests. This time we'll keep exploring. Alright, this is the botanical tab I was talking about. This information updates every time you cut down a plant, and it has these breakpoints where you get more information about the plant, which I think is pretty rad. It tells you where best to find them and what the odds are of getting each crafting material. Alright, we made it! Oh, wait, but that means... So I am going to be saving this battle for later after all. He's nice enough to let me know what I already know, that I'm underleveled as all hell. So we're going to spend some time completing these quests now so that we can get gear, so that we can kill things, so that we can level up, so that we can get gear, so that we can kill things, so that we can level up, so that we can get gear, so that we can kill things, so that we can... Oh, I completely forgot about circuits. Okay, so let's take a look. Basically, these are stat bonuses you earn from leveling up, and there's 4 trees we can specialize in. I'm going to kind of show each tree as we go. The left tree is hit points and hit point regeneration. This is a great build for having just a ton of health and not worrying about taking any damage because you'll regenerate it faster than they can deal it to you. Next we have the melee tree. All of these skills and bonuses help you with melee combat in the game. The third tree is the focus tree. This helps with throwing combat. It improves your accuracy and it allows you to do more damage at range. And last is the defense build, which increases your defense stat and how much damage you can shield or guard. There are pros and cons to each build in this game, and they cater to just different playstyles. If you are happy with being the dash all over the place and shoot things from a distance, then you go to the focus build. If you really like getting up in enemies' faces, then you go with the melee build. I'm going to decide to go more defensive in this game. This allows me to not care so much about taking hits or being perfect at hitting enemies' weak spots or things like that. It allows me to focus on just avoiding the big hits that enemies do and just kind of not worry about the negligible damage. So along with spending points in the defensive tree, I will also be putting some points into arts. So there are guard arts, throw arts, dash arts, and melee arts in this game. You spec into them with circuit points, as we just did, and you activate them by doing the action and then pressing spacebar. So in this case, my guard art allows me to extend the range of my shield to always be active as a bubble around me for 3 seconds. One thing you may have noticed when we put points into this guard art in the tree is that there was another column directly adjacent to it. When that shows up in the circuit tree, you are allowed to, at any time, switch between one path and another. It changes what your active guard art skill is when you do so. The last thing I want to say about arts is that all of them cost SP. This is the meter you see at the top left of the screen, and you'll also see it as soon as I engage in combat with any enemy. Every skill costs 1 at this stage of the game, and you only get the SP back by attacking enemies. So I want to show off one cool thing I learned during the beta. You see how I can't make this jump? It's basically one space too far. However, if I do this, I can make it. This tech was found toward the tail end of the beta, and it involves shielding in midair and canceling it to allow us to spin dash from the increased height that jumping gave us across the platform. It's going to let me cheat past a few gaps I'm not supposed to be able to make, but fortunately for you, I'm going to edit out all my failed attempts like I did here to spare you from having to watch me fall repeatedly. Well, we ended the last video by walking into a random cave, so let's do it again. I'll see you next time.